Let's go, Scouty. Well, me and Scout are headed out to a piece of state land. It is January 20th. Yes, January 20th. There's not much foraging that can go on this time of year in Minnesota, but there's some. Chaga mushroom grows on birch trees around here. The best time to harvest it is in the winter. That's when all the nutrients have been drawn into it and they're locked in. So we harvest it then, and then we get all the nutrients from it. Now, you might ask, what is chaga mushroom? What is it good for? The internet is full of stuff about chaga mushroom, but basically the rundown is this. It's great for anti-inflammation. It's great for the inflammation that comes with arthritis. It is great for skin conditions. It is anti-cancer. And besides that, it's just a nice, warm, soothing tea in the wintertime. All year round for that matter, but I especially appreciate it in the winter. When you brew it, there's a hint of maple aroma, to me anyway. So I always put about a teaspoon or half teaspoon of maple syrup in it. It's really good, and it's good for you. I don't know if it's technically called a superfood, but I would call it a superfood. Gear for harvesting chaga, at least this time of year. I have my snowshoes with me. I have my backpack. In my backpack is a limb saw that I normally use when I'm bow hunting. You can cut the chaga off. You always kind of want to leave a little bit behind. Don't take it all off of there. Then it will come back and it will spread its spores to other trees, which is good and bad. I mean, it eventually kills the tree. It's a parasite that robs the nutrients from the birch tree. And then we, in turn, rob the nutrients from the chaga mushroom. So that's kind of fitting, huh? Let's see, what else do I have with me? Camera gear, of course. And I have my self-climbing lone wolf tree stand. Some chaga grows close enough to the ground, but the majority that I find is out of reach. And if I can get up to it with my climber stand, that's the way to go. It is 3:41. It's dark by 5-ish, so we don't have much time. And it's a long hike into where I found some. 3 years ago, I was in this area scouting for deer for bow hunting, and I noticed there were probably half a dozen chaga mushrooms growing on the birch trees in this one little area. But it's a hike in there, so we can't be wasting any time. Good boy, stay here. You stay here, okay? You stay here. Looks like we get a little snow this afternoon too. Should be beautiful in the woods. Look at the size of that burl. Let's get a closer look at that thing. Think of the projects you can make out of that. Wow. And it's on a dead tree. There's another one up there. That means this thing's gonna rot and fall over and no one's gonna get to use it. All right. Remember I said chaga grows on birch trees. There's one. There's one. There's one. Those back there on that tree are not chaga. I don't see any here. I was hoping that I would find some closer to the truck and not have to hike back into where I found them. I set up and I was in my tree stand. A lot of times you're kind of just looking around waiting for a deer to show up, come down the trail. You start looking around, that's when you start to see things like chaga on the birch trees. So there could very well be some before I get to those. It would save me some hiking, which I wouldn't be opposed to. Scout. Hey, buddy. You stay here. Come here. Hey, buddy. Hi, buddy. You stay here, okay? Predators like wolves and coyotes are very hungry this time of year, and they will kill a dog that size. So I need to keep my buddy close. That's a deer bed right there. Nice to see they're getting along in the winter. It's been cold lately, oh my goodness. Normally I wouldn't walk through the edge of a swamp like this because it's so deep, but the snowshoes help keep me up. Where did he get to now? There he comes. Oh, I think I see some. This is not quite back as far as where I was set up when I saw those. It's back that way in that darker clump of heavier tree growth. But I think I see several right here. Let's get a closer look. Sometimes I get up close and it's not what I think it is. Maybe not. Maybe not. It could be. Usually it's black on the outside though. Like it looks like a chunk of burnt wood. Yeah, that doesn't look right. It might very well be, but when I'm doing mushrooms, I like to be sure. So we'll hike a little further. It's not like it's difficult or anything. Another nice heavy deer trail coming right down through here and up that way. I always thought this would be a good spot, but I've set up in here several times for bow hunting and I've not seen anything except 2 hunters that came walking along. They were like 10 yards away and down on the ground, and they're talking about where they're going to set up stands for rifle season. And the one looks up, sees me, says, "Oh, sorry, I didn't see you." I said, "Well, I'm in full camo, and that is the idea, not to see me." All right. Fairly certain I found a piece about 12 feet off the ground. That's why I bring the stand. The tricky part will be keeping an eye on Scout while I'm doing the aerial stuff. Here, I'll give you a look at it. Right there. Let's get up there and take a look. You get an idea how much snow I'd be slogging through without these now. Shin high. All right. Take that guy off. He's got snowballs in his feet. He doesn't like that, but he also doesn't want to be left behind. It's cold today. It was minus 16 overnight. I think it climbed up to 8, but I'm sure it's already backing off from that. All right, stay here, Scout. We're going up. You need to stay here. Okay, stay here. All right, I fastened that camera to the tree. Hopefully it can capture what I'm trying to accomplish here. So I have a friend that has a lot of arthritic inflammation. We need some fresh stuff too, but I thought as long as I'm out here, I'd harvest some for him too. There we go. See that beautiful rusty color? That's how you know. This nice black burnt look. It looks like burnt wood, and then when you get on the inside, it's just this beautiful rust color. All right. We'll drop that in the pack. Take a look at my buddy. Yep, he's waiting patiently for me. I don't like to over harvest. Half of that's enough for us for months. And that'd be enough for my friend with the inflammation to try. But it also was kind of a chore getting up here, so maybe I'll try to take a little more. Filling my pack up with chaga dust. Well, we'll get that one when we get down. If Scouty doesn't eat it, anything that looks like wood, he's all over it. So far, he hasn't spotted it. All right, let's get down. Zip up my pack so I don't lose anything important. Whew. That's a workout. So that's what it looks like. I could have taken a little bit more, but I like to leave a bunch so it can come back. And we got to get out of here. The sun, I don't know if you can see it, we maybe have 30 minutes of light left, and it was a long hike in here, so we climb down and get out of here. Eat that. No. Okay, you're okay. You're okay, buddy. He's stealing my chaga. He's just after birch bark. Let's get out of here. Looks like you have cold feet. Mine are getting a little cold too, if I'm honest. Did you find another stick, pal? Lugged this thing around for 3 months trying to get a trophy buck. Was kind of enjoying not lugging it around, but I needed it for this. All right, Scouty, we got to get out of here. We're running out of daylight. Ooh, that's always nice. Snow in the mitten. Here we go. At least I get a little bit of a trail to go back on. All right, bud, let's get out of here. Going down these hills, snowshoes have spikes on them, but they don't always catch. Sometimes you can end up on your keister. Anytime he can carry a stick around, he's happy. All right, let's get out of here. Should have enough light to get out of here before dark. So, I would guess it's a half mile. So I was just walking by this tag alder. These seed pods or whatever. I don't know if you ever chewed on one. They have a peppery taste. A little bit of a bite to them. I can't verify it, but I'm told it used to be used for seasoning. Hot peppers of the north, I guess. Here he comes. He just got out of sight for a second. I was worried about him. Where did he go? Here he comes. I don't like it when he's out of sight. Too many wolves out here. I can see the road through the woods over there. All right, there's the king-size burrow again. Means we're getting close to the truck. Come here, Scout. Come. Little man. Hi. Hi, I need a rest. Wait for me. You're a lot younger, and you have 4 legs. No fair. The 4 legs thing. Getting old is fair. That's just the nature of things. See him? He's in that little hut right there. See if I can get the zoom to work. There. He's inside that stump thing right there. Nice little shelter for a dog. Oof, that was a hike. Always nice when it's this cold and the truck starts. Come on, Scout. No, not that one. Come here. Come here. Up. Come on. Up. Up. You can do it. Come on, up. Good boy. He jumps up there all the time. It's just with the snowbank and stuff in the way, things are a little different. Well, we got out of there before dark. Not too much before dark, as you can tell. The sun has set, but we still have that half-hour afterglow. Let's head home and get this stuff cut up and get it drying out. That was a successful chaga hunt.